Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing my go-to makeup for when I'm going out and about. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, which is my signature look, then just keep on watching. So guys, my face is bare. The only thing that I have put on right now is a little bit of, okay, so I recently got BBL, which is the broadband light for my rosacea. As you can see, I do have a little bit of redness on my cheek, but this is my absolute bare skin. But I'm using some creams to cool off my skin because obviously I've had treatment and there's inflammation. So I'm only using that underneath, and on top of it, I'm only using a little bit of sunscreen, which is this one. This is my absolute favorite. If you have sensitive skin and you don't want that white flashback, literally this is the best, and it's so affordable. I don't remember how much it is, but it's super affordable, so I highly recommend this one. So I usually start off with my eyes because I feel like if there's any fallouts, then I'm not ruining the makeup that's underneath. So to start off with, I am priming my eyes with the Urban Decay primer. This for many years has been my absolute favorite. I really don't even want to try anything else because it works so well. It's one of those that you even have a long night out, or even you forget to wash your eyes, you'll notice that the next morning your eyeshadow is literally exactly where it's supposed to be. So I really like it. I do use my hands to blend it out. I'm not one of those girls who uses like 20 different brushes for different things. I'm pretty simple. I mean, life is already as complicated enough. We don't really need to complicate it more. And sometimes you just get better blending with the fingers. And by the way, make sure you wash your hands before applying anything. I have had this go-to eyeshadow look that I've been doing recently, and it's now my like signature look, and I love it. By the way, this eyeshadow palette looks really ugly. The point of YouTube, I feel like, is to not worry about the whole aesthetically pleasing thing, whereas Instagram is like all perfect stuff. YouTube is more like reality, and some things look like a mess and not everything is going to be perfect. So that's kind of what I like, why I like getting into YouTube, because I feel like it's less thinking about how to make everything look perfect. So excuse if anything doesn't look, you know. So I'm going to be starting off with going in with this shade over here, and I'm grabbing, okay, so this brush, I think I got it from London Drugs. It's a double-sided brush. It's on one side, it's flat like this, and a little bit fluffy on this end. I really like this if you are trying to, hello. I really like this when you're trying to be exact with the application of your eyeshadow. If you need to be specific about a certain area, I really like using this to map it out, and then I go in with the fluffy side to blend it out. So I just grabbed that color that I showed you, and I'm going to be creating a line in the crease, kind of like right over here. I'm going to be showing you guys in a second up close. I'm just going to map it out first. Okay, kind of like that. And I'm only bringing it to halfway. I'm not trying to bring it all the way. And then from this end, again, leaving the middle kind of untouched, I'm connecting the corner of that little line to the corner of my actual eyes. And then I'm going to be making it a little bit darker. So again, going in that corner, darkening that. And if you can see, I'm not really blending it to bring it downwards. I'm just leaving everything where it is. I'm just making it a little bit darker because as you blend, everything gets a little bit more faded out. So far we have this kind of a look, and then I'm going to be flipping it over, and without any product first, I'm going to be blending out the corners just so there's no harsh lines, because that's aggressive. And you can pretty much play with it as much as you want. If you want it darker, if you want it lighter, whatever you feel. As you can see, this is what it looks like. Now for the middle part, I would grab a flat brush, but I don't have one right now, so I'm just going to be using my ring finger, and I'm going in with this shimmery shade over here. 1, 2, maybe 3, and then I'm going to be placing it exactly in that middle area and just like patting it on. So kind of like that. It looks aggressive right now, but it will get better later. And then I'm going to be applying a little bit more, wow, I feel like my lips are so dry right now. A little bit more eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be, again, putting it on the corners, but this time really lightly bringing in whatever excess into the middle, so that there's no harsh middle line that's left untouched or empty. So kind of goes in from darker to lighter. For now, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to do the other side and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now both eyes are done. And this is the part where you either go in to darken anything up if you're looking for a more dramatic look, or you just kind of lightly blend whatever. At the end of it, whatever's left on my brush, I just like to sweep it up so that it kind of gives you this like lifting effect. I think I'm pretty happy. I don't want it to be too crazy, because I also think when you go too hectic with your eyeshadow, it just looks like Pamela Anderson style. I don't know if I ever shared this, but I think I did. My favorite foundation is the Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation by Maybelline. I have used this for many years and I really love it. I use the shade 125 and I don't want to go too heavy because I've been working on bettering my skin so that I don't actually have to wear foundation all the time, because before, when I had rosacea, holy, I was packing it on. And now that I'm more confident about my skin, I love going out without makeup. It just makes me so happy to not worry about my skin, because that's what life used to be before. And once that rosacea attacked, life just took a turn. So I just like a really light, I think this is like a medium coverage, or maybe even light to medium. I wouldn't even say completely medium. For my forehead, I like to use the Professional by Benefit. It's a primer. My forehead gets really oily, and this is really good to keep it matte all night. I don't know why that is, that my forehead, out of all places, just goes crazy with the oil. So I just like to put it in that area so that I can keep it looking matte all night long, or all day long. Okay. And then for primer, I love, for many years, you know what, I've realized I'm a loyal ass bitch, okay? I actually stick to products that I end up loving for many years. I'm not one to keep trying and switching. So I usually just put the concealer over here and here. So I actually learned this trick from Desi Perkins. If you guys follow her or have seen any of her videos, she taught me this. So if you find that you have a crease under your eyes, mine's not bad, but if you take on product, it actually does become really, like, the lines start becoming very prominent. So she taught me that by just putting product here and here, you can just kind of blend it in and bring it in, but not actually put heavy product on your actual wrinkly areas. So it's really, really actually made a difference in my makeup. And I just put a little bit of this here. I don't know why. I just do. Because I like not around the mouth to be, you know. If I have any extra, I do put it on my jaw area. Right under, actually not on my jaw area, but that looks so funny. And then I go in with light circular motions and patting motions to just blend it out. And I just take it up so that it gives a lift effect here. And then what I usually do is, this is the last part that I do, but I actually spread it out and then I leave it I do other places and I'll come back to it. Because I don't know why, when it dries a little bit, it becomes a little bit more heavy as well. So I really like that. I mean, fuller coverage is, when I say heavy, I mean like it becomes kind of, I don't know, the consistency kind of changes when it sits. So I really like that. Okay. And now I'm going to blend in this and lightly bring it back. So nothing aggressive. Kind of like that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Jesus, I'm honestly like, knock on wood, there's good and bad with this BBL. The bad thing is that it doesn't last forever. You do have to go back for treatments again if you want to upkeep, or if you want to keep your skin looking nice. You do have to go back. But the good thing is that it does work. Rosacea cannot be cured. In case you guys didn't know, there's no actual cure to say, oh, this is going to fix it forever. So whatever you do to it, it'll fix it for a while and then you're back to the same shit show. But I do really always enjoy the first couple weeks of getting BBL. I'm going in with the Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier. I love this product. Love it, love it, love it. And I just take a brush like this and I just pat it. Oh, probably wasn't best me wearing black while I do this. It's kind of like a baking motion or baking thing that I do under my eyes, but except I don't leave it. I don't actually bake for long. Oh, it gets into my actual. Oh. This is as long as I'm going to leave it on. Now it's time to just brush it off. So next I'm going in with this bronzer. I believe it's from Revlon. It's in number 027, Sundance. And I just take a brush like this. I start to shape my face with this and give it that sun-kissed look, even though it's freaking cold in Vancouver. Just this areas, a little bit on the chin where the sun would hit. I kind of like to do it above my cheek. A little bit on the nose. Since I don't actually have a contouring color, I go in with this shade over here. It looks really dark on camera. It's a little bit lighter in person. But I just take the smallest bit and then pat it on my hand to get any like aggressive tones out. And I just create a line right under here. And I bring it all the way here. And then I also do under my neck, just where my jawline is, just to chisel it out. And now I'm going to grab a clean brush and just kind of fade that out because I feel like it looks really aggressive. So it looks a little bit more blended in. I'm going in with this highlighter, okay? It's by Maybelline. It's called Master Grwm. And the shade is in 100 Molten Gold. I'm grabbing a fan brush like this one. The most beautiful golden, look at that, shimmer. And I'm just putting it on the highest part of my cheek. Then a little bit on the upper lip, a little bit on the chin, and tiny bit on the forehead. Now I'm going to be applying blush. It's by NYX, and this one is called Daydream brush. And now I'm going to be putting it right under my eyes and on the apples of my cheek. Nothing aggressive. And a little bit on my nose. Why I do that, I don't know, but I like the look. And now some contouring. So with that same shade, which is this one, I'm actually mixing it a little bit with this one. We're gonna blend everything later a lot better, but I'm just gonna be mapping it out. So a little bit under my nose just to shorten my tip of my nose. Not that I really need it, but I don't know. Contouring never hurt anyone. So a little bit on the tip of my nose to kind of make it look a little bit more round. And then we're gonna be drawing those lines down the nose. Now I'm grabbing a clean fluffy brush and just working that in. I'm grabbing a clean brush and now fanning it out so that there's no harsh lines, because the last thing we want for somebody to see that we have harsh lines and we've put eyeshadow basically on our nose. That's not cute. At the beginning it looks really aggressive, but at the end of it there's really honestly no aggressive lines. Going back with this brush that we used earlier, and I'm just going to be outlining my lips, not fully, but you'll see. Hold on. Like this. A lot of people think I've got my lips done, and I really have not. That's not something I would lie about. I mean, if you ask me if I've done anything else, I'll be very honest about it. Oh, by the way, my Cupid's bow, I'm just outlining that area a little bit, just the top part of it, and then pretty much not going crazy outside of this. I'm actually connecting the overlining with the shadow with actually my own corners. I'm just actually heightening my Cupid's bow. I'm not really outlining my lips with whatnot. Anyways, that's that. Now I'm going to be going in with this shimmery shade over here, and I'm just going to be putting that on the tip to give it a little glow, and then the rest on the bridge of my nose, starting the top into the middle. And then I'm going to also take that in the corners of my eyes a little bit. I'm going to pat that in there. Now I'm going to be lining my lips with this NYX lip liner, and this one is in Burgundy. And then I also put a little bit under my lip, and I create this shadow here that makes me look like I have bigger lips. What girls do, Jesus Christ. The guy's watching this, he's like, you are a sham. Whatever. And then I'm grabbing this green lipstick, which I've talked about on my stories. I got it from London Drugs. It's one of those lipsticks that last hours and hours and it doesn't come off. I'm just going to be patting that in because I don't want it to be too aggressive. Should I be doing eyeliner? I feel like I'm happy with my eyes right now, but I'm just putting a little bit of mascara, which is L'Oreal Voluminous OG. Okay, I'm going to put one layer of that. And I'm also going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. This is really, really good for lengthening your eyelashes. Oh, here. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I think I'm not going to do any eyeliner. It's unnecessary. What I am going to do is I'm going to line my inner eyes with the like the waterline. I'm going to be lining it with the Revlon Color Stay because it gives your lashes a fuller look. And then a little bit on the bottom. I always say a little bit and then it ends up being a lot. Okay, like that. Okay, and pretty much that is it. I usually actually spray my face with setting spray, but I don't have one handy. But if you do, I would highly recommend it because it will make your makeup last a lot longer. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. This is honestly my go-to look. Every time I have a night out, this is how I do my makeup. So now you know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time.